Rightio, so last week, good week. Want to do a bit of an update video. Today's Friday, the 9th of Jan. Just waiting for Mike V, the lead guy, to arrive into Belgrade, and I'll pick him up and we'll head to our new Airbnb. So just parked at a random petrol station. Anyway, RapidQS, our consulting business. I probably posted over 1,000 videos over the courses of 3 to 4 years. We do probably $4.5 million in revenue, but that hasn't left me bloody satisfied. I want to do it again. So what I've got a 2-step audit system. We do a business diagnostic for business owners that are looking to either A, get off the tools, which is the biggest pain point for guys, is going from one-man band or one guy with them working to solidly off the tools. So we do a paid call with them. We come through and we do a 60, 90, and 100-day audit of what they need to be focusing on, how they can get there. And if they want to do it on their own, they can. If not, they can hire us to implement the systems for them. So anyway, this week, we generated 35 leads. Now, these are costing $8.50 each off Facebook. Last night, I did a whole lot of calls, which was 8 a.m. New Zealand time. I had about 15 conversations. I had 6 people verbally say yes to the business diagnostic. They were like very keen. I was finding out sort of their pain point, what emotionally was driving them. And the biggest thing was wanting to spend more time at home, not be on the tools all the time, and have 2 guys on the tools, and they could make anywhere between 80 to 120 grand a year running the business off their phone, which is the dream. And that was my dream since I was 20, and here I am in Serbia running 2 businesses off 2 phones, which is kind of fun. So yeah, anyway, 6 proposals sent last night at an average of $1,200 each. I think 3 of those will come in, 50% close rate. So a good night last night. And CAC, the biggest thing last night, customer acquisition cost. So I spent $750 on ads. There was an initial setup fee, but that doesn't really count because that's set up forever now, and I can just run new budgets and new ads on that. So we potentially have turned $750 in to about $3,600 to $4,000, which is a fucking good return on money. It is boring though, because last night was only like sort of an hour and a half's worth of work, and then I did an audit business diagnostic delivery this week, so that takes about an hour's work. But there's a lot of kind of like, there's only so much you can do. I've been making a ton of content across a ton of platforms, so always on X, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, and you're always wondering, are those going to pay off? Are all those deliverables that I'm doing on social media going to pay off? You never know, but you've got to do it anyway. So that's kind of like the boring bit. There's a lot of anxiety of waiting. I can only do my calls at night, and then during the day I'm kind of like prepping and planning what the next big thing is. And obviously I'm working on the UK business during the day. So anyway, the content is good because over time more and more people will see the content. They reckon, they could see anywhere between 6 to 8 hours worth of content of my stuff, and then they'll go, fuck, we actually trust this guy, we want to buy from him. So turning a skill into money, systems not hustle, diagnostic, pricing ladders, repeatable offers, how to sell thinking not time, why most experts stay broke. So my biggest thing was I was doing this week-to-week coaching pre-Christmas, and I was kind of thinking, 1, it's easy for people to drop off. 2, when it's such a small cost of money, they don't really take it seriously. I just invested $8,500 into a YouTube expert today. Last year I posted on YouTube myself. I got 650 subs over the course of a year. Now I've just paid someone $8,500. It's a money back guarantee if we book no calls after 6 months. So that's going to be cool. But if I book 4 calls off the course of that over the next year, that's a bloody good investment. My money's paid off, and then I've got that YouTube channel forever, so I'll keep monetizing that YouTube channel. So that's what every business owner needs to be doing, is investing into their skills or paying someone to get you to where you want to go quicker that knows all the problems. So that's my biggest thing I would say to any business owners. Pay to get someone to get you there quicker. That's what you've got to do. And then number 3, modern day marketing that actually brings leads. So obviously this is modern day marketing. This is me talking about my brand, my business, what I'm doing, builds authority, builds trust, and people can like kind of see what I'm up to and follow the journey, which is cool. So the short form stuff is obviously really, really good as well, but I would much rather 500 natural views on YouTube rather than 50,000 short form views, because short form views are 2 seconds. If you can get 500 long form views on YouTube, that's where the money is, because people are watching you for you. One topic that I wanted to talk about was obviously founder discipline and non-negotiables. Setting time blocks is massive. I've been putting this on Instagram this week. Time blocks is a massive one. I need to do more time blocks. I have ADHD. I split between 10 to 15 tasks at a time. So I really need to focus on 2 hours. I have 1 tab open, focus on that one task, don't do anything else, then go for a walk, come back, do the next item. Don't split between tasks. So this is my ADHD phone, and the phone that I'm recording off is the one when I'm doing the 2-hour time block, because there's no apps on there. I get massive anxiety, man. I get huge anxiety around that I'm not going to be successful, that I'm not going to get what I want, that I'm going to lose everything I've built, but that's part of the game, man. You know, you can either be stressed out, be a stressed winner or a stressed loser. I'd rather be a stressed and anxious winner, So that's something that's really, really tough. And especially being offshore, there's no just go home, blah, blah, blah. I have to make it work. So as hard as that is, every day is kind of we've got to get back to the grind and do what we need to do. There's always plenty to do, but it's hard when you get so many no's. You're thinking, shit, what do I do? But you just have to keep pushing, so anyway, bit of an update of this week and how everything kind of went. Looking forward to next week. Next week's goals is to probably reinvest another $250 into the ad spend, buy another 25 leads, talk to all of those 25 leads, find some problems, and try and get my weekly revenue up to $5,000 a week. That is the goal with this business. Before you know it, I'm at $250,000 a year there to give away information, planning, systems, and then the upsell offer off the back of that, we did one with Marcus, is obviously we look at a $5,000 to $7,500 pack that we will help implement over the course of 3 to 6 months, and that's where we'll need to get someone in to help. But if I can sell one of those a week as well over the course of a year, that's another $250,000 to sort of $300,000, which will be cool. So all good. Looking forward to the business journey. Thanks very much. Comment, subscribe if you enjoy this content. Peace.